turn it on and see how the battery's holding up.
Going. So here's the voltmeter. The panel's off right now. So first thing to do is set this in the position where it will read the voltage, because this is a multifunction meter. Turn the panel on and we see the voltage jump up, and it's here the GPS power up as well. And it's a good solid 12.6 because we ran the car recently, but it would have been still pretty much over 12 when I came out before we did that.
Mm-hmm. How much is the GPS drawing?
2 GPSs are drawing, I don't know, all of 100 milliamps, if that.
Oh, okay.
Not really a whole lot.
So
and the panel itself has a very slight draw by itself.
Okay.
Now what we'll do is we'll power the car up to ignition on and not ready yet. So we'll just go over, push the button twice, once for accessory, once for ig on, and now we'll see the voltages probably drop down a little bit. And if I turn the lights on, we can see a little bit of a drop. If I play with the power windows, trying to put them down, no, they're already all the way down, but that's drawing a lot of current. You can see that swing in the meter.
Mm-hmm.
What we really want to see, if you're diagnosing a battery problem, is a good solid, 11 point high or 12 plus, when you've got all this load going on and you're not trying to charge it yet. And then when you go to put the car in ready, you should see this little jump up. So I'm going to go to ready, and you see that jump up to like 14 volts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you want to see in a healthy inverter, battery, and everything else system.
Okay.
And at this point, the engine will probably come on. You can see the rest of the panel here and everything. Now, whether the engine runs or not is irrelevant to charging, because as soon as the system powers up to full ready, that's when it's charging the battery. It's doing it off the big battery, and it's the car's job to keep the big battery topped up as needed. But the 12-volt DC-DC converter part of the main inverter keeps that 12-volt system alive all the time at 13.8 or 14 volts. And you'll see a little bit of variance there, especially when moving from, say, park to drive. When you're driving in certain ranges of temperature, there's actually a little bit of a voltage variation, and that's deliberate. That's something Toyota designed in.
Okay. And how much use has your 12-volt battery gotten so far?
Well, it's been in there for what, 3 years now. It's gotten drained fairly low a couple of times. Just a friend of mine left the dome light on one night. I was able to reboot it off my other battery in the back, which we should probably go look at. All right, so here we are at the back of the car, in sort of Prius motel mode. Back here near where the battery is what I call the energy center. It's got my little camp stove for making coffee. It's got like a work light if I need it at night. An old computer UPS which is plugged into my 12-volt Anderson connector hookup. And that UPS has its own internal 7 amp hour battery, since it used to be a full UPS, but the car can keep that alive, and in turn that can also boot the car if there's a problem with the car's battery. It's all just the same 12-volt bus, and it just plugs together and becomes one in effect. So I'm adding another 7 amp hours to the capacity if I plug that in. But generally overnight, with running the fan and doing other little bits of accessory work off the 12-volt, I haven't had any problem with capacity with the yellow top that's still in there.